Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Kingsfield 4: The Ancient City. We previously completed this puzzle to turn off the masks that were spitting out flaming arrows, so now we can get across this bridge and get out of here and move on to the Widda's fortress. Right after we open up a couple of shortcuts and mess around with the drawbridges in the central tower. There's actually a forked path coming up. We can either head to the left through this door, and that goes to the Widda's area, or the right, and that'll take us back out to the central tower, which is kind of connecting everything together. It's kind of the central ziggurat that spirals out to all of the different levels we've encountered so far. So we're gonna come out here, gonna lower a couple of the drawbridges because we have a good stock of keystones waiting for us. And then I think there's also a map to pick up, if I'm not mistaken. So do you remember when FromSoft showed up on one of Sony's PSVR slides and we learned that From was making a VR game? I thought it was going to be Kingsfield, I really did, but From recently came out and they said that they're developing 3 games. One of them is going to be another like dark fantasy action RPG in the vein of Dark Souls, but different according to them, so I don't think that means Dark Souls 4, and it doesn't sound like Bloodborne, so maybe a new IP. I mean, that honestly could be Kingsfield, it could be Shadow Tower, it could be a sequel to one of those, because another one of the 3 projects they have in development right now is explicitly titled as a new IP. So the fact that they're making that kind of delineation between the new IP and the dark fantasy game makes me think that it's some kind of sequel. What the fuck? Oh, hey. I don't know where that Widda came from. It's tearing me up a little bit, though. So yeah, those are 2 of the projects they have in the works. New IP, something that they're saying is completely different from the usual for them, and the dark fantasy action RPG. And then the third one is a reboot or some kind of sequel to a game, to an existing series of theirs. And Miyazaki confirmed that it's Armored Core. So I don't know. I'm thinking that I'm now thinking that this could be the VR game as well. An Armored Core VR game. I mean, I would love to see Kingsfield or Shadow Tower or one of those in VR, but I gotta be honest, I'm digging the idea of VR Armored Core maybe a little bit more. Like the VR view from the cockpit? Come on. Either way, I'm really excited about the future of FromSoft games, because it's sounding exciting pretty much across the board. I was actually just reading an interview that Vice did with Miyazaki. There were a couple of interesting tidbits in there. Like, for one, Miyazaki is apparently a really big fan of Metal Wolf Chaos, and he would like the opportunity to work on a Metal Wolf game. Combine that with all the fuss that was kicked up earlier this year, or was it late last year, about Metal Wolf, and like From tweeting, why all this noise about Metal Wolf now? Maybe they will do some kind of remastered port to the West finally? I don't know. Maybe that could lead to some big things, as I know I'll buy like 10 fucking copies of that. This is another one of those broken ledges that you actually have to run across. If you walk too slowly, you'll actually fall into the crevice and die. And this is the map I was talking to earlier, next to Bones the skeleton. I finally got it, but I think this is Zastari's map. Zastari is the renowned thief who has come up a couple of different times. Yeah, and this is actually a big map of the entire central tower area. like all 3 levels of it. Zastari, I think you can meet him. He's in that one shortcut I referred to a couple of episodes ago. I know it's been like a couple of months since I recorded those. Couldn't have been that long, right? Oh yeah, I put Kingsfield on hiatus not too long into the Dark Souls 3 playthrough, so yeah, I guess it probably was like maybe 2 months ago. Anyway, that's a Fool's Fruit that we just picked up. And it looks like a Berserk Mandragora. The Fool's Fruit increases your attack power permanently, I think. Yeah, so Zastari, you can actually meet up with him as a merchant once you open up one of the shortcuts that I missed. I should probably still go back for, but I haven't found the time to do so with so many things around the corner. I mean, this will have already passed by time this goes up. In fact, I think I'll be in Orlando when this goes up, but like one of the big things that's just taking time away aside from the Dark Souls playthrough is getting ready for CEO in Orlando. Boy, I'm gonna get bopped in every game that I'm registered for. KI is the only one that I've been consistently putting in time with for months without really missing a beat too often for more than like a week or 2 at a time, so maybe I'll do decently in KI, but I don't know. MKX, I haven't made the time for in like the past month and a half or 2 months. Street Fighter V, I've been off and on with since release. Like, I played it really consistently for about 2 months, and then, you know, time catches up. So I haven't been super consistent with Street Fighter. Pokken, I don't know how I feel about my odds in Pokken, to be honest. Because I definitely haven't put that much time into Pokken. But it's a simple enough game that I still don't feel that worried about it. Like, I'm gonna get bopped either way. There's gonna be a lot of going 0-2. But I don't know. I feel like, if anything, I'm not gonna completely fucking embarrass myself in KI and Pokken. Yeah. Kind of got off topic, though. I was talking about the Miyazaki interview. Yeah, he likes Metal Wolf Chaos. He wants to do something with it. Hey, it's the banner of the expedition with the spider sigil. Seems like forever since I've seen someone. Yeah, the Helidin expedition. Attacked by snake-headed soldiers back there. If Septiego weren't with us, surely we would have all died. Septiego. And they were being attacked by the Widda. We've come here to return the idol, and thus save our country. They don't have the idol. We do. I do. Septiego allowed himself to be captured in order to save the others. He was probably taken to the palace up ahead. Yeah, that's where we're heading to. The Widda Palace. He lost his sword. Septiego was given a sword from the king when he left our country. Supposedly it was a sword used to dispel the darkness. What sword could that be? I mean, there is a particularly iconic FromSoft sword that does have something to do with light, doesn't it? What could that sword be? Hey, get away, bug. When I read that thing about Miyazaki and Metal Wolf, I had to stop and take a breath for a second because reading that got too surreal. Like, it could actually happen. Ah, man, I really, really want something to happen with Metal Wolf. It is too batshit insane and fun to just languish away in obscurity forever. That and... You know how there's all the stuff floating around about, like, a sci-fi Souls game? Well, Miyazaki talked about in this interview wanting to mix, like, the classic fantasy setting that he's kind of become really known for with the Souls games, Soulsborne games. He wants to mix that with mechs, like Escaflowne. And he is such a man after my own heart with that reference. And I'm wondering if that might be what the new IP or maybe even the fantasy action RPG could be. I don't know. I'm really excited about it, though. There was one more thing in there, and it's that From was actually already... they already released a kind of similar game to that on the Dreamcast back in '99 that I've never heard of before. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to go track it down, though. It's some late '90s Dreamcast game. Something Grid? Oh, fuck, it's something with the grid in it. Yeah, I would not be shocked if I find some way to shoehorn that onto the channel in the relatively near future. I would absolutely love this track if they pitched whatever that is in the background down a little bit. Like, it's just one constant string note, and it sounds really bad. It's that constant whining sound. And it's the sound of tinnitus is what it is. Hey, I got a magic level up. I think that means my fireball is now level 3. So yeah, again, with repeated use of spells, they will occasionally level up. Am I? No, this is not just poison that's on me. Can't tell if it's... No, my life's not taken down. Oh, wait, it is. Is this a stronger form of poison or something else? Because I'm occasionally getting those yellow flashes. I don't know if I... No, I guess it's a more advanced form of poison because I only have one status ailment icon. Acid? Something like that. It would make sense. You know, the Souls games have, you know, poison and toxic, or slow poison and rapid poison. Okay. We're good, though. We're cured. It was actually a little bit more of an intense fight than I was expecting. These caverns are confusing as shit. I always manage to get lost going through here. Okay, good. The lighting changed, so I know I'm going the right way. Yeah, we're coming out to this tower. This is where we want to be. So behind the tower, we're going to go first off, because there are a couple things back here. There's a tablet with a little lore inscription on it, and there's also a necklace at the foot of that tablet. Oh, and they're starting to drop a lot of gold. Not that that's become much of a limiting factor. Like, I've never had much of a money sink. May flames guard the bearer of the icon. Yeah, the icon of fire. So this area is ridiculously dark until you light the tower. Until you set the beacon at the top of the tower aflame, using an item called the icon of fire. After that, the entire area lights up and it becomes pretty navigable. It's not strictly required, but it does make this area a hell of a lot easier to complete when you can actually see where the hell you're going. It also reveals a couple of drop downs you can make, which makes it actually, you know, possible to see where you're going to get to a really juicy, meaty secret area. Yeah, the altar of fire, we will go ahead and put the icon of fire in. Where is that at? Did I pass by it? Idol of Sorrow. Wands. Oh, shit, no. Is the icon of fire one of those optional items that I passed by, like, way earlier on? Like, before I took the hiatus? Oh, shit. No, where does the icon of fire come from? I cannot remember. Oh, I thought it was something that I would have come across in the past. Like, I thought I already picked it up. Fuck, where is the icon? Oh, this is really bad. Okay, so that means I am gonna have to forego the optional area, the underwater area for a little bit. That's not really that big of a deal. There are a couple of weapons, a couple of armor pieces, some bracers, I want to say, rings. It's entirely optional. It's not game-breaking one way or another, so... Racking my brain for where the hell that icon of fire is, though. That's not good. I may have to go back and find that. I don't have to, but I really should. So if I want to, I can do the underwater bit later. So we have a save point out here. We have a save point back here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the save point, and I'm going to do a lot of backtracking so I can go get my stuff repaired, so I can go visit a merchant, and so I can go find the icon of fire. So we'll be back once I have my shit figured out. Aspetta un momento. I figured out where I missed it. Luckily, I didn't have to backtrack too far. It's actually down this pathway that I forgot about. I remember there was another campfire with a bunch of NPCs around it, and one of those NPCs, I believe, gives you the icon of fire. I was worried that it was way far back, like a couple of hours worth of progress ago. Nope. You don't want to talk to me, my dude? You're effed up, crew cut. Who are we? We're just soldiers who have lost a war. Did you see the statues of a snake near here? That's the Queen's Palace. Yeah, so our current long-term objective is to find a way through those pink flames being spewed out by the snake statues. Troops have been destroyed, who were attacked by unbelievably powerful monsters. You shouldn't go near the palace. Perhaps you need some kind of proof to enter. I noticed that all the monsters wear the same items. Yeah, all the monsters being Widda. So, the deal is we need to take the stone path near the save point we were just at. Hungry man. We need to take that stone path, and it leads to a dungeon. Inside the dungeon, there are 3 Widda items, and that will let us bypass the fire. Oh, Septiego again. That'll let us bypass the fire to get into the Widda Queen's Palace. So yeah, when I came back, this is what I saw. I have no one to report to. You may have this. There it is. That's the icon of fire. That is exactly what I need. There's a fort up ahead. I saw scribbles that showed the path. Okay, good. Fortunately, I don't remember what was written. You are moderately helpful, but you could be more helpful if your memory was not terrible. Okay, that's fine, though. We got the icon of fire. That's kind of what I wanted. Now we can make our merry, merry, jolly way back. And what I'm going to do is, instead of heading right back to the dungeon that we're going to be heading into shortly, I am instead going to do some things off screen, including going back to do the blacksmith and repairing and upgrading stuff and finding the merchant. So that's probably going to take a considerable amount of time. So for now, thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.